What's going on, guys? Today we are going to be looking at a black hole object thing I've been working on for a while, which is it's an interesting little system, and I can think of like ways to use it as like a trash cleanup or like a jump off the map and you get sucked into it and respawn type deal. That's kind of like what I imagine people would use it for, but you guys are very creative, so maybe we'll come up with something else. So here it is up here, and before we really get into the nitty-gritty of it, let me show you the action of it and kind of what it looks like in practice, as I know that's what people want to see, and then they want me to explain it. So that is what we're doing here. Soon as it loads. All right. So you can see it is immediately sucking up those cubes. It has some visual effects. We are also uh, getting sucked up a little slower. Um, and as you can see, as the cubes go in, they get consumed, and then anything consumed by the black hole respawns. So yeah, of course, this affects uh, objects, but also players. And as you can see, since our spawn point was still inside the black hole's radius of like gravity, it does suck us back up on respawn. Now you can control if it affects players or not, if you just want it to affect game objects, so it could just be like a trash cleanup thing. The only stipulation on how it works, it's not like you have to add everything to an array or anything. We'll take a look at how it works in the back end here in a moment. It basically just sucks up anything in its radius. Like I said, you can turn on and off the player part, and as for the objects, it looks for anything basically with a rigid body on it. So as long as it has a rigid body, it'll get sucked up. So you might have noticed like our scanner here was not getting sucked up, and that's because it does not have a rigid body. So if you want objects to be affected by this, they do need that. And now we can look at our actual object here. For the most part, this is just it's a sphere and an empty game object with a material on it. Now, I did not make this material, and I might change it to a custom-made one at some point. And I do highly doubt this particular material I'm using is Quest compatible. So if you want to make this whole asset Quest compatible, just change the shader or the material out, and you'll be fine. So like I was saying, this is mainly just our visual, what we're looking at, our visual aspect. It's a sphere with a material, and then we have our empty game object underneath, which has our actual collider detection. So if we on our gizmos, you can see this sphere collider here, and you could use a collider of any shape, but basically what happens is this is our suction range. So if I just move this up here, you can see now we are out of the suction range. And so if I hit play, when I hit play again, F when, it will not auto suck us. So let's look at the actual script options here. So you can see you can have only layers that it affects. You can have it ignore pickups like handheld pickups. You can have it ignore players if you'd like. And then you can affect the actual suction strength for both players and objects. You can have them different. You can adjust the consume distance, the respawn delay, the respawn point. If you don't set a respawn point, it uses uh, the default respawn point, and you can change whether or not it actually consumes people and objects when they get to the center. You can turn that off, and then they will just kind of like sit there and be stuck. Um, that pretty much covers it, guys. Let me know what you guys think of this asset. It's pretty fun to play with. We'll go ahead and hit play again real quick just to go ahead and show that it is only within this collider radius that you can configure. So there we go. And if we actually go to our scene here, we can just kind of move this down and we can visually see everything is now getting sucked right back up. So pretty cool, pretty cool. There it all goes into our black hole thing. Oh, it's gone. All right. Well, that's it for this video, guys. I will catch you in the next one. Please let me know what you guys think of this asset. It was fun to make, and I like making fun stuff. All right, guys. Catch you in the next one.